Hi guys, it's me Drank and welcome to another episode of our Top 5 series. And today our Top 5 is all about the best-selling games in history. So there we go! Starting with our number 5 spot, and in our number 5 spot we find Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Is a platform video game developed and published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System home console. Released as a sequel to the 1993 game Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. Was released in Japan and North America in 1985 and in Europe and Australia 2 years later. In Super Mario Bros. The player controls Mario, and in the two-player game a second player controls Mario's brother Luigi as they travel through the Mushroom Kingdom in order to rescue Princess Toadstool from the antagonist Bowser. Super Mario Bros. Was critically acclaimed in 2005. A poll by IGN named the pioneering and high influential title as the greatest game of all times, considering it have aided in resurrecting the crashed American video game market of 1980. And with over 14 million copies sold during its lifetime, it's in our number 5 spot. And in our number 4 spot we find Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is an action-adventure video game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. It was released on the 17th of September of 2013 for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It is the first main entry in the Grand Theft Auto series since 2008, which was Grand Theft Auto 4. Set within the fictional state of San Andreas, which is based on Southern California, the single-player story follows 3 criminals and their efforts to commit heist while under pressure from a government agency. The open-world design lets players freely roam San Andreas' open countryside and the fictional city of Los Santos, which is based on Los Angeles. Extensively marketed and widely anticipated, the game broke industry sales records and became the fastest-selling entertainment product in history, earning $80 million in his first day and $1 billion in his first 3 days. It received widespread critical acclaim, with praise directed at its multiplayer protagonist design, open world, presentation and gameplay. And with over 80 million copies sold worldwide, GTA 5 deserves our number 4 spot. And in our number 3 spot we find Wii Sports. Wii Sports is a sports video game developed and published by Nintendo as a launch title for the Wii video game console. The game was first released in North America along with the Wii on November the 19th of 2006 and was released in Japan, Australia and Europe the following month. It was included as a pack-in game with the Wii console in all territories except Japan and South Korea, making it the first game included with the launch of the Nintendo system since Mario Tennis for the Virtual Boy in 1995. Wii Sports is now available on its own as a part of Nintendo's Select Collection and is no longer a pack-in game for the Wii. Wii Sports was immensely successfully commercially, and at the end of 2007 it was the best-selling Wii game in Japan, where the game was not included with the system. The game sold over 150,000 copies in the first 2 days of its release, a record for a 7th-generation console game in Japan. By February 2007 it had sold over 1 million copies. In early May 2007, game industry research firm Mediacrate placed Wii Sports 3rd in the list of top 20 games in Japan. With over 80 million copies sold, it is in our number 3 spot. In our number 2 spot we find Minecraft. Minecraft is a sandbox video game created and designed by the Swedish game designer Marcus Notch Persson and later fully developed and published by Mojang. The creative and building aspects of Minecraft enable players to build constructions out of texturous cube in a 3D world. Other activities in the game include exploration, resource gathering, crafting and combat. Multiple gameplay modes are available, including a survival mode where the player must acquire resources to build a world and maintain health. A creative mode where players have unlimited resources to build with and the ability to fly. An adventure mode where players can play custom maps created by other players, and a spectator mode where people can fly around and clip through blocks but cannot place any or destroy any. The PC version of the game is noted for its modding scene, where a dedicated community creates new gameplay mechanics, items and assets for the game. Over 122 million copies were sold of Minecraft, so I think it deserves our number 2 spot. There we go guys, finally our number 1 spot for today, and our number 1 spot goes to Tetris. Tetris is a title-matching puzzle video game originally designed and programmed by the Russian game designer, and sorry for the mispronunciation, Alex Peknov. It was released on June 6, 1984. Tetris was the first entertainment software to be exported from the USSR to the US, where it was published by Spectrum Holobyte for the Commodore 64 and IBM PC. The game, or many of its variants, are available for nearly every video game console and computer operating system, as well as on devices such as graphing calculators, mobile phones and many other portable media players. I know all of us has played this game in many ways and shapes that it is in, and with over more than 495 million copies sold, it's a worthy #1 spot. Alright guys, that's it for our top 5 best-selling games in history. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. On screen are 2 highly recommended videos, and I will see you in the next one.